Woo! What's up, everybody? Smoking on a hand-rolled Bohemian cigar. Got my little Caucasian Hennessy. Today's video is going to be a little bit more to Charles Faulkner y'all know. Oh, I can be motivational with shit. But I'm going to talk about the disingenuous doctrine that you hear. Good stuff. Number one, facts over feelings, and what you believe will never outweigh your reality. Last time I checked, during slavery, the slave and the slave master were both Christian, but were they both in equal positions? Hell no. This last week has been the week of the God of War, the Aries that I am. And you slaying all the disingenuous bitches. All the untruthful men. And you just look at them like, nigga, did you just contradict yourself? I'm tired of coming up on these panels and listening to people spew about their feelings and never about the facts. I think it's hypocritical that you don't want to talk about weave because obviously you still wear it, but you want to talk about colorism because you bitter as fuck. That's why. You're a hypocrite. You're disingenuous. You want to talk about low tier shit that keeps black people still arguing, still divided, but you will never talk about organization, building, getting your black men jobs, fuck jobs, careers, skills, because you want to live in this fucking bubble, because you want to be right instead of righteous. You want to be right instead of truthful. You don't even believe in building for the next generation because you all about your goddamn self. You see the goddamn world around you and you're going to tell me it's raining while you pissing on my leg. Seriously? You want to talk about, let's talk about some real subjects. And you know who I'm talking about. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, email me at charlesfaulknerjr1224@yahoo.com if you really want to figure out who the fuck I'm talking about. But if you've been following me all this time, it's not that hard to see. You're going to talk about low tier points. You're going to have brothers who claim they're real, but as soon as you talk about their real past, they get out that panel real fast. You got some really legit people who aren't legit at all. Not naming names, though. We don't snitch. Who don't care about the community because guess what? I had a physics teacher that always told me there is no money in the cure, just treatment. All you want to do is bitch, moan, and complain and do nothing about it. You benefit off of fuckery. You wallow in obsolescence. You don't do a damn thing for your people. How many black boys you push past the graduation line? I have a 94% percentile. You can check my stats. I'm a volunteer coach. This year, I just got offered a head coaching position that pays. So for 16 fucking years, I put my money, my sweat equity, my name, my drive, my passion into work. I don't live in a land of theory. I live in a land of practice. All I hear is a bunch of complainers, but never doers. I hear a bunch of dreamers, but never workers. I hear the disingenuous, but never the truthful. You don't want to talk about facts. You don't want to talk about building the black man and the black woman up because there's no money in the cure. Because you benefit from the fuckery. You benefit from our suffering. I've always said this. Who's worse? The people who put you in your position or the people who do absolutely nothing to get you out of it? At least the people who put you in your position, at least you know where they stand. But the people who talk about your position and do nothing to get you out of it, that's treacherous. That's treason. That's fucked up. If you're gonna be right, be right. Don't sit here looking down on folks thinking you the second coming of God when you're doing even worse than man. The fucked up part about it is you get upset when somebody speaks truth and then you try to fucking deflect the issues like you got Amazonian bracelets on your goddamn wrists. You don't want to look at the truth because the truth is hard. The truth is difficult. The truth is strenuous. When you have men like me and men even better than me who came before me had to walk that line for you to even live a decent life. You had women of greater class walk that line for you to live a comfortable life. I said it before. Stop asking for lighter loads, pray for a stronger back. But you refuse to become stronger. And during your mediocrity, during your obsolescence, during your utter laziness, you became weak and fat. You became useless. I'm sorry. I'm a man of solutions. I'm a man of action. It's getting real old and real fucking tired listening to people with the same bullshit arguments. So that tells me you're not part of the solution. You are absolutely part of the problem. You like to see your people weakened. You like to see your people vulnerable. And for you to make a buck off of that suffering, it's compulsory for them to stay in that state of vulnerability. goddamn shame. You know the truth, but you refuse to speak on it. You still like the conditions of your people. You still like the conditions of your people. The three things I always tell people about that the black community doesn't give a fuck about. You don't give a fuck about black boys. The most accosted, the most arrested, the most suspended, the most expelled, the most unemployed, the most undereducated. You don't give a fuck about education. I have yet to see a march down to anybody's Board of Education to say, our black boys and our black girls need this. We need trades. We need SAT prep. We need STEM. We need engineers. We need doctors. We need lawyers. We need firefighters. We need police officers. We need instead of a school to prison pipeline, we need a school to police, school to military, school to fire department, school to lawyer, school to medical, school to STEM pipeline. Because you like what the fuck you see. But you'll march down there to get a fucking check off the back of your goddamn kids. I look very suspicious at a person when I walk into your house and I don't see a bookshelf with actual books on it. Third, you don't even want to be the heroes of your narrative. You looking for Sky Daddy or some man who does not have the same complexion as you to literally help you out of your situation when he benefits from your situation to get you out of it. Be the heroes of your narrative. The Creator is not coming down from heaven or wherever he may dwell to help your ass. He's already giving you the power, the strength, and the abilities to dig yourself up. You can call me an asshole. You could call me a son of a bitch. You could call me 3 motherfuckers and a ham sandwich. But I refuse. And you cannot call me a liar. Now, if you want to see change, then change starts with your ass. You can't go to the gym and look at the fit people and say, I can't compete. Then you get your ass up there on that treadmill, on that 10-pound dumbbell, and you start lifting. You start competing. This test is hard. Then guess what? You go to study hall, you get that one problem, you master that equation. You master how to break down a sentence, subject and predicate. I can't get this job. You learn how to conduct yourself during an interview. You challenge yourself with the hard shit first. Because everything else will fall into place because it's easy. Stop asking from people what you're not willing to give. Much required, much is given. Much is given, much is earned. Woo! Like, share, subscribe.